So, let's start then. And I will do that, Earth, in a second. Because I can do that from the background while you guys are RPing. Because I'm really fast at it. I'm fast as fuck, boy. I've been doing it for so long, I'm like superstar now.
All the Pokemon.
All the Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
I can add a stat block for a Pokemon like in less than 5 minutes now.
I forgot level record.
I got a system. All right. So just to go over it, you sent Pokemon back to Acacia. You decided to go find the weird dude and get some money, showing him your Pokemon. Milo, you completed a job. Speaking of that, really quickly, please take for Lou and for Chester, who both participated in the job, please give them extra 50 EXP.
That was my question. I had forgotten to ask.
Yes, so that's plus 50 EXP for the job, because you're the only one who's completed it so far. Kid and V wandered around. Kid, you didn't find much, unfortunately, but you did discover that there's a museum, and you kind of think you found the gym, maybe? And then V discovered that the Indigo League gym, the one that gives you the badge, is open from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., so it is a nighttime thing. You can't go there in the day. Yep. And then while you guys were sitting around in the Pokemon Center upstairs in the general lobby social area, you got a call, V, from your father. And that led to a rather intense conversation in the room. Now, Earth, after you left, nothing much really happened. I think what happened, and your character and Milo's character are slightly less aware, but you knew that something was going down, so you were like, okay, well, that was, yep, something's happening, so we're just gonna sit out here. But the conversation has concluded. So far, nothing has been thrown at a wall. V, you're free to change that. But for the time being, it is late at night. How late is it? I don't know. Probably about 9 or 10-ish.
Okay. Gym's not even open yet.
Yep. But you and Milo are out there. And you're just kind of sitting there awkwardly going, well, yep.
Yep.
Do you think if the gym is open at night, that there are trainers there at night to train with? Or is it just the gym leader? Could we go there tonight and get some training in before we sleep? Or should we just go to the regular gym tomorrow, train, and then go do our battle, challenge? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really... I mean, I'm definitely down to go tonight. But I also would kind of like to be able to wager some money, because we are broke.
I mean, I got paid. I got enough that we could each probably wager 1,000 or so, and you guys can just pay me back either when you win or when you finish your jobs tomorrow.
Well, I've got 1,000 on me already.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's right, because the weird guy.
Okay.
Oh, I got.
He's really quiet, huh?
He was. I mean, it sounded like he was just really interested in all the unique parts of individual Pokemon, not the differences between the species themselves, but the differences within the species. It was interesting.
You know how doctors have to work on their bedside manner? I feel like that applies here pretty hard, because all our Pokemon were really sketched out by him.
Yeah, they weren't necessarily having it, but I mean, he didn't hurt anybody. Just weird.
I could see it in Dwell's eyes. He kept glancing back at me like, do I attack? And it took everything I had to tell him no.
No, not now. Not yet. Yeah, I think Lou just wanted to hide. He really didn't want anything to do with it. But
I mean, I think we should at least go put eyes on it. Even if we don't decide to challenge it tonight. We wouldn't hurt to get an idea of the lay of the land when it comes to the official side of this stuff, right?
I think so. That tracks. That makes sense. Get an idea what the gym looks like. some of the trainers there might have some insights as to what we could do to help against the gym leader.
Do you think it's like classical gym type stuff? Do you think we'll have to battle a gauntlet and then challenge the leader? Do you think it's just like a, hey, we're here to fight, let's go?
I don't know. I mean, it's changed a lot over the years, and the different leagues have kind of established their own like criteria, and I wasn't even sure what typing most of the gyms are anymore because they change around so much nowadays. So he just sort of shrugs. I guess we could expect almost anything.
I mean, if realistically speaking,
Oh no.
if it's open at night, if kid kind of ignores the crash for now because he can kind of guess what might be going on.
Yep.
We can kind of riddle it out that it could be ghosts, maybe dark, or bugs, because they're all pretty notorious nocturnal things.
Bug one makes sense too. Okay. Yeah.
Or this could be like a big fake out, psyops, make us think it's night, and then it's just still a fire type gym.
Oh man, I hope not. That would be. Ooh.
Poor Milo.
Fire's not really good for me, but it's fine. It's fine. That's part of the challenge, is finding your weaknesses and learning to work around them. So we just gotta figure that out. But hopefully we don't have to do that tonight. Do we go and investigate that? He kind of like thumbs over his shoulder. Or do we let it kind of just simmer? I don't know.
You just see a kid like put his hands over his mouth. V, are you good?
Is there any answer, V?
No.
I don't think he's good.
Let me go check on him, see what's going on. I'll be right back. He'll walk down to the door that he knows is locked. He's already tried it. And knock on it. Hey V, we're gonna go check out the gym, see what it's all about. You wanna come with? He's gonna take out his key to the room because it's our room. It's a communal room.
It is.
He'll unlock the door.
Okay.
A Pokemon Center is basically like a child hostel, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty much what it is. That's how I've envisioned it.
Yeah, essentially. A kid hostel. So everything is super durable, which is great, Milo, because as you come in, you realize that a couple of chairs have been knocked over. The room's not trashed or anything yet. But you get the feeling that some anger has been taken out. V is, I'm presuming, still there. Is he just laying on the bed?
Yeah, he's just laying, like, face down on the bed.
Okay.
So how's it going, V? You doing okay, buddy?
He might be trying to suffocate himself with a pillow.
He'll kind of just like slowly walk over and he'll just put his back against the bedpost there and look down. What's up? What's going on?
Why? Why is he such an ass? How? How is he such an
physically
asshole?
possible?
Oh. What did he say this time? Huh?
That apparently I was supposed to stay at home and sit around and do nothing, and forever until he felt like it, and that going out is just gonna get us killed.
Mom told me the same thing. She wished I would just stay
Well,
home, focus on my studies,
See, she's
stay safe.
she said it in a way that seemed like she cared, instead of that, my death would be a minor inconvenience.
I don't
It would
think
just
it'd
give
be
him more work to
minor.
do. Don't you know how busy he is?
I mean, I didn't hear what he said, so I can't speak to what he said, but you guys have always had problems understanding each other, like, both ways. And everything I've seen, he cares in his own weird, kind of
Does he?
distant way. But I don't think it'd be just a minor inconvenience. I think he does love you, V. Just doesn't really know how to show it.
Just any way would be great. Pretty much just got told off for going, to his own goddamn island. And
So hit the whole island, not just the house, the whole.
but just in
Okay.
general, going out of Pallet, going on boats, asking Dee for to take us, which apparently he's gonna go yell at her now. So that's great.
Okay. We should probably apologize to her at some point, just so you know. Look, I don't.
I don't understand, Milo. What was I supposed to do? Sit at home and go to school, I guess, right?
I mean, it's what a lot of parents would want their kid to do. It's safest.
But
This is look at your leg. It's still all wrapped up and nasty. I mean, you've got it propped up. And,
it's fine.
I know. No, I'm not saying that it's gonna be like. I'm just saying it's dangerous, and they know it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Hell, your dad did this.
And we know it too.
But
Exactly,
it's
that's
just-
what I'm saying. Like, he did this shit, and suddenly he's not okay with me doing it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be dangerous, and we know that. But I don't know.
I think he's just scared. I mean, why do you think I told Mom I'd only call once a week? Because I can only handle her being scared maybe that often. And we've always been able to talk and understand each other, which has been really fortunate for me. But just because you and your dad butt heads and, all that, it doesn't mean he doesn't care about you. And wouldn't be absolutely just devastated if something were to
Why
happen.
would he? It's not like he ever has to see me. He wouldn't even notice. Would he even notice? He'd come home once a year, maybe on Christmas. And if I just wasn't there.
I mean, he seems to have been pretty involved. So far, he's contacted you 2-3 times in the past week. He's
To yell
paid
at me.
attention. I know.
To tell me
But
that I'm
again-
doing everything wrong. Does that really count?
Counts as trying. He
Doesn't.
he could have just taken your message and ignored it and gone to his busy work, but not only is he taking time to call you and express his emotion and however he's handling it and the way that he's handling it.
He definitely has called to express emotions. This is not incorrect. Not an incorrect assessment. Milo should be like a de-escalation coach.
It's just his way of showing that he cares. I mean, you even said he was going to call D, right? I mean, he's going to call somebody
yell
that
at
he probably
her.
hasn't spoken to. I know, but he has probably, if he knew her, he probably hasn't spoken to her in years. He hasn't been part of Pallet, and at least that long, and he's going to reach out to somebody that he hasn't spoken to in years because he cares.
To berate her. To have control.
I mean, yes, but it's just a matter of trying to see who he's trying to be, and not necessarily who he's actually being. I don't know. Look, I'm not trying to discount anything here. You definitely have every right to be pissed at him, and he should be the adult in this situation and should be the one trying to treat all of this with the understanding and respect that you both deserve. But, you know, he's not. So, you want to come check out a Pokemon
Told him.
gym?
Welcome to the Pokemon Gym.
Told him that he wouldn't care if I died, and he hung up on me. What does that mean?
And I think you heard him.
Good. He deserves it for once.
Like I said, I'm not here to judge either side. I'm not here to lay blame or to say that you should do one thing or another or one way or another. All I'm trying to do is just offer perspectives, and one way or the other, he's all you've got. I mean,
I haven't had.
You've got mom. But
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I have anybody, it's not him, it's you.
I know, but he's the blood you've got. And
Fuck that.
do you need anything? Want me to get you some, like, ice cream from the common area?
They have ice cream.
And I assume there's, like, coolers out there. Looking at them right now, like these things.
In order to stop the children from destroying this hostel, we need to supply them with a constant
I mean,
Microwave dinners and ice cream and soda. I mean,
Fair.
that's gotta be what they stock their fridge with.
Fine.
Fine what? Fine ice cream, fine gym, fine...
Yes, fine. All of it. He just pushes himself up and like pushes the pillows off the bed.
We all show how we care in different ways. Some people do it well, some people do not. It doesn't mean that they don't care, it just means that they don't know how to display it. Maybe they were hurt, maybe they were rejected, maybe...
Where's the
afraid.
line, Milo? Where's the line between caring and not showing it well and not caring? Because I don't know where that line is. You said it's because he called a couple times while we've been gone, and sure, and this is the most I've heard from him in probably a couple months. Does that really mean he cares? Or does that mean that I'm doing something that he doesn't want me to do and he wants me to know about it?
I don't know. Honestly, I can't judge his intentions or what he wants to do. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate, I guess, here a bit. And I don't know. I know it's always been hard. I know it's always been this way. I just wish there was a way to get you two to actually, like, talk and not yell. Because once you get in the same room, it's just a bunch of the latter.
Yeah, it doesn't really work because every time we start talking, and I just want to talk. I just do, and then he says something, and I get angry because he's I don't know. You say it in a shitty way on purpose so that I get mad, or because he's just awful?
I don't know.
And then then we both yell and nothing gets done. And then he hangs up on me. Like that.
Yeah. Well, like you said, control. I don't know. I hear a lot, and I definitely hear what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing, but I don't think any of it means he doesn't care. That's the point I'm trying to make. If he didn't care, he would have just ignored this, and we'd be just moving on and bitching about your absent dad. But he cared enough to be scared.
I don't know if I'd prefer that or this.
I don't know if you get a choice.
If I just don't answer next time?
I mean, it's a choice. You can choose to just cut him out, sure, but you can't choose who he is.
He doesn't answer next time. It's just, Lesby's dad calling me.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't answer. Why is mom calling me? Oh, fuck.
Nurse Joy puts out an APB trying to find B for her or for his dad.
D is like, come on, kids, we're getting out of here. We're being hunted for sport.
Speaking of, V will pick his phone up off the ground where he dropped it and send a text to D that says, if my dad calls, don't answer it.
It's a trap.
He called while we were having this conversation.
Probably.
But it was... He hung up out of furious dejection. That was what I felt in that moment, was like this, like, I am so upset and angry that I can't even reply to that. I need to just hang up. And there's really only one thing to do with feelings like that. Direct them at someone else.
Go yell at somebody else.
Fortunately, you guys will not be privy to that conversation if and when it ever happens.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I can only imagine. Oh my god. We could probably hear it if we, like, put our ears just right near the shore and listened as the wind blew the air in over the waves. We could just hear D yelling back at him, and maybe him through the phone.
Listen here, you little shit!
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
You'll never know.
The penultimate showdown of this entire campaign is just 3 kids fist fighting an adult.
D standing in the back like our Pokemon trainer.
Milo, use Snackle.
The Pokemon were the friends you really made. Anyway. Just...
Right.
Yeah. Don't let it, darken you. Keep it up.
I just want to have the fun Pokemon adventures that you always hear the stories about, that people talk about. Going about, having fun, catching cool shit, being, I don't know, heroes, I guess, kind of, or at least talked about.
I've thought a lot about that in the past couple days. And I think that that's pretty much what's happening. Like, think about some of the stories we heard. Some of the stuff, this shit was horrifying, scary, dangerous.
Awesome.
They got hurt. I mean,
yes,
that's exactly what's
and it was
happening.
great.
Yeah. that's what's happening. We're on that adventure now.
Yeah.
It's just this is the kind of this is the part where we have to struggle in order to make the story later good. So that when we're telling it and people are like, "Holy shit, you almost drowned." We're like, "Yeah, well, maybe it wasn't
Right.
as
It was
bad, but it was
awesome,
close."
and I didn't die, so that's the whole takeaway, isn't it?
No. The takeaway was that you came
No.
very close to dying, and if it were not for a very, very good sequence of events and circumstances, you could have been in a lot of trouble. So we need to be very careful going forward. That was the takeaway. But it's not unusual. Every Pokemon adventure, every trainer has that lesson, and some learn it a lot later than others. So hopefully we can just try to not die again.
It's fine.
No, he said let's
Yeah.
try not to die again. That means he approves of us getting into more situations like that. So we have
Right.
Milo's
We can
proof.
keep doing it, we just can't die.
Milo's down the clown. He just wants to clone safe.
Funny.
Anyway,
Is that safe sex, but what do you use for safe clowning?
oh god, I don't like clowns. I don't want to think about that. Anyway, you said the
Right.
gym was open midnight,
Yeah.
right?
11 to dawn. I'm still. I don't know if we. I don't know if we can do it yet.
Well, I mean, let's just head there, check it out. I'm thinking if it's a Pokemon gym that's open exclusively at night, there might be Pokemon trainers aside from the gym leader that we could, train with a bit. Maybe get a little bit of experience this evening, and
That
then
would
get some
be
rest, and you guys can do your jobs
good.
tomorrow.
And then stay up super late again tomorrow and do the gym, or
All right. How about this? I will let you sleep till 2 in the afternoon if we can go and just check this out tonight. And then we'll kind of just shift our schedule forward a little so that we're a little bit more awake late at night. But I won't wake you up until 2.
shit. All right.
Right?
Deal.
As you guys
I
come
have no
out
idea
there,
what we're.
you actually see that Kid throughout this entire time is just on the table and he's holding up his hands like boxing gloves. Or those things for boxing that you have for boxing to specifically prevent it. And his Dwebble is just boxing against it. They're having the time of their lives.
All right. Well, who is ready to go check out what we are up against for our first gym experience?
Hell yeah, you guys good? Everything copacetic now?
Yeah, we're good. Good, V?
I was promised ice cream.
There is ice cream. It's hidden behind there's a frozen turkey dinner in there that I think got left here last. And anyway, it's behind that.
Yeah. No. Okay.
It's actually a tub of that 3 different flavored ice cream. That's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. But the chocolate and strawberry
It's all
have
gone.
been scooped out. Yeah, it's just the vanilla
Yeah.
left.
I figured maybe there would be some of those little cups that have the wooden spoons.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
So V just leans up against the freezer and sticks one of the spoons in his mouth. So overall, it looked like the gym in general wasn't open, the door was locked until 11. So we can go over there.
Yeah, if we head out now, we should get there about when it opens.
And
Do a
just
little fact finding. ask, there's probably like an attendant who can answer questions like, is this gym of an appropriate stage for where I'm at in my training?
Yeah. Can
Am I
you
about to
gauge
get my-
looking at us if we're able to do this or not?
Right? On a
What?
scale of 1 to 10, how much am I about to get my shit pushed in?
But you don't want to know like what types they are until we fight.
I mean, I wouldn't mind knowing what type. I just don't necessarily like know what Pokemon they are, like specifically.
Well, no, I'm not asking about
Gotta leave
that.
that
I don't
surprise,
want to
yeah.
know that.
I figure
But,
we're
like,
gonna
the
figure out the
general-
type based off of the gym, like the
Probably.
aesthetic from what we saw of your dad's. The whole.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, they kind of have theming that they do, and it makes it a little bit self-explanatory.
Usually, I mean, there was a couple like saw a couple of them on TV that were just like regular ass places, and then suddenly they're whipping out like I don't know, fighting Pokemon or something.
I guess
So if there's theming, what is your dad going for with his? Because it just looked like rich guy haved like just extravagance. Is there like a money type that I'm not aware of? What is?
type
God,
20
if there was.
money.
Does V? I mean, I know I do. Does V know what type the gym is?
Of your dad's gym? Yeah, I would say you know. Yeah.
Alright.
I don't think it's.
Yeah, he just looks at Kid with the wooden spoon, like chewing on the wooden spoon, and just like, I give you 3 guesses with the hint that there's a reason why it's all black marble.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then we can rule that type out on our guesses on this gym. Huh? That's cool.
Right, and knowing that, there's really only the one type that I assume is if it's not dark, then it's probably ghost.
I have a feeling that it's ghost, which is
Man.
cool and not cool.
Yeah.
It's
We have a
gonna be
lot of normal-based
rough.
attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah, we haven't
it's not
really
good
figured
for
out-
us.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Whee!
I mean, I've got lick. Froakie can lick the hell out of her. She's pretty. I don't know if you've seen her tongue. She knows what she's doing,
Yeah.
and
Ooh,
I don't know if you know about their evolution. It's about to get even weirder, so be prepared for that.
I don't. Could I not?
It's like all tongue related, right?
No.
The tongue just gets weirder and weirder.
Why? Please stop.
I mean,
You're gonna have to talk to her. She's the one that may or may not evolve, so you're gonna have to convince her not to, I guess.
Is she out right now?
Nah, it's just doable.
Okay. Well, next time you've got her, just don't.
Threateningly
The middle
points at
evolution is
Froakie.
all tongue.
Don't.
That's
Yep.
a plus, right?
What's up?
The middle one's not all tongue. That's a plus, right?
Is it? Exactly. Stop.
stop it.
Um,
Yeah.
All we can do is go check at least. First step, like.
Yeah.
And then we might need to train a little bit because I don't know. Well, I do know about you, but I think I've been switching out my Pokemon a little bit, and I'm a little behind.
Yeah, I need to get Lou caught up to the other two. Get Foresight back into his rotation if we're gonna go up against ghost types so that he can actually, hit them.
Punch them.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, do I train Lily? because she'd be super good, except they'd be super good against her. And Ivory's gonna be useless in this fight. And Pyro will be kind of like, eh.
It's a tough
Well,
one.
I mean, off the top of our head, how many of our Pokemon know Bite?
None.
Chester knows Bite.
Okay, one.
Well, that's at least a start.
Does Pyro know bait? Hold on. No.
And Pyro learn Bite.
Is it a TM?
Can we afford it?
Otherwise, no.
That's a good question. I mean, we're here. Can we ask around and see if they have a place for TMs, just so that we can kind of get an idea of what to expect the price point to be?
Yeah, did you want to go downstairs and talk to Nurse Jill? I'm forgetting my own NPC names.
Jay.
Nurse J.
Sure.
We could.
Yeah, if we're planning to go, we might as well see if they can tell us something, because TMs are another really important thing that we should probably consider.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe not currently
Some of them
because
are
we are running
poor.
pretty low, but
Constantly poor.
I don't see Bite on the TM list. Doesn't look like
Right.
it's a TM.
I kind of vaguely looked, but
Um,
yeah, Pyro doesn't really learn anything else until 6.
yeah.
Really,
that's
no
when you get
Pokemon
Bite.
does. You always
Yeah.
go like 2 and then 6,
Yeah.
and then. I mean, if you want to go downstairs, kid, I won't even have you roll for it because it's just talking to Nurse Jill, who is literally here to kind of give out general information, and she does in fact tell you, she's like, well, there's, yes, a couple of TMs sold at the mart, but depending on what you're looking for, they don't have a wide selection. We're not, a supremely large city, and there's not a lot of demand for it, as it were. But if you're looking for something like, well, even so, most of the prices, I think the lowest would be about 3,000, 2,000 to 3,000.
Yikes.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a lot better than I was expecting.
Some of them are more expensive. I mean, I think she kind of scratches her head and she goes, I haven't honestly looked at it for a while, but I think it can range from the lowest point is 2,000 to some of them can be as expensive as 100 or like 10,000.
I was gonna say 100,000. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, sorry, 10,000.
We need to get something that can learn Payday immediately.
Start
Fair.
beating up stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess that's good to know. We probably should hit up marts anytime we get into new towns. I guess common sense type stuff, but
Yeah, at least take a look.
hopefully by the time we get to the next, major stopping point, we have money to actually make some purchases like that.
I never thought money was gonna be quite this big an issue.
Most kids don't.
Yeah. That tracks. Alright, well, let's go see what we're dealing with first and what they recommend for, general levels, and then we can see about training and go from there.
Yeah. I mean, watch we get there and they're just like, oh, this is a normal type gym. We just got a night owl.
It's just the aesthetic.
I mean, you never know.
They just They just don't like the sun.
It's always so hot because it's right near a volcano. They just want the sun to not be adding to that, you know?
Right?
You know what?
Oh, I feel like that would be fair.
That would honestly be very fair, yeah.
Mhm. Alright, let's go.
Alright. You guys, having finished eating your ice cream, head out of the gym. And head over towards the side of the city that you know is across on the other end of the island, or rather on the other island, as it were.
Across the bridge.
Yes, across the bridge. A lot fewer people around, as would be expected. Do I have any spooky music for this? Spooky music. I like how you guys are like, it could be anything. And I'm over here spilling all the secrets.
Pretty damn sure it's ghost type, but you could throw a last minute curveball.
Yeah,
You never know.
That's what Milo and Kim were talking about. Like, it's like a 99% chance it's ghost, but it could always be like a fake out. We get in there and everything's bright pink
Right.
and it's actually fairy.
Yeah.
Subvert
Yes.
expectations.
Yo.
They could be like dark fairies.
Terrifying.
That would be pretty horrible. It would
Dark
fit
fairy.
the aesthetic.
Yeah, that's true.
Evil fairies.
Yes.
Evil face.
But yeah, as you guys head over there and go past, the magma is still kind of glowing. As you walk past it, it is still unbearably hot, but you're getting used to it. You're acclimating. You're not dressed, for a snowy region or anything. As you approach, you notice that there are actually already some lights on at the mansion that V had gotten close to. V, you're kind of in the lead since...
That?
Don't worry about it. I just took an inventory. Don't worry about it.
It's nothing.
Worry
You can't
about
have it.
You can't.
Gil was walking with his arms out, doing the little, like, gimme grabby hands.
No! Hold on. Nothing. There's nothing there.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, if there's nothing there, what about...
No! That's an A-bomb.
That's an A-palm.
God,
It's all
A-palm.
A-palm.
It's Pam. They're all A-palms.
Everything.
Oh, God.
It's napalm all the way down.
All the way down. But as you guys kind of approach, there are actually a couple of lights turned on. Not all of them by any means, but there's like a couple of lights. And you see that there's a figure actually out front by the door. The closer you get, it looks to be a girl, well, a woman, older than you, that's kind of got like an old-looking purple scarf kind of like draped over her hair loosely, as if she's shielding herself from the sun, despite the fact it's already dark as fuck. And she's like messing with the door and jiggling it, and you can, even before you approach, you can just kind of hear her humming to herself, and she's just going like, microwave myself a hot box. Hello. And she turns around, glances up at you, kind of starts
Are you
a little bit.
You good?
She's like, yes, hello, can I help you? Guests, are you here for the Haunted Zone Funhouse, or are you... Wait a minute. Do any of you have your Pokemon out?
Probably have Lou out.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a haunted house?
She kind of zones in on that, zones in on Lou, looks at the rest of you and goes, or did the fairy arrive early? Wait a minute. She kind of glances, pats her pockets, pulls out an old-looking phone, kind of looks at it and goes, what's the date today? Did the fairy already get in? Did we mess it up? Shoot. What are you guys here for?
Wait, go back to the haunted house.
Yes,
Wait,
the haunted house, and her eyes like light up and she's like, yes, you want to do the haunted house? Yeah?
I mean, I know we came here for possible gym battle, but...
Oh, you're
Milo
here
just
for a
his
gym battle.
shoulders just kind of go down a bit. Go heavy. Go for it.
the haunted house.
No, I can't stop you. I'm not gonna try.
Just pat Milo on the shoulder like, I get it.
Well, now, hold on a second. If you're here for a gym battle, don't worry. if you're here for a gym battle,
Whoa.
the haunted house is on the house, if you know what I mean.
So it's connected? The
Well,
gym and
Or
the
free.
Well, technically, to challenge the gym is it does take a little bit of money. We do charge a little bit, just to keep the lights on.
Man.
It's only like 50 Poké dollars.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We
Not-
can
Guess-
swing that.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
rob you blind. But look, no. So wait. There's 3 of you. Are you all here? Are you trainers? You're here awfully early. We didn't really expect.
Yeah, we got kind of an advanced ride, and now we're kind of just waiting, I guess.
Oh.
But we could at least come check out what's going on over here, and if it's, something that we can do.
It sure is something that you can do if you want to. Well, look, you look like you're still pretty lost, so, and she kind of gets distracted for a second, looks down and is like, where's my key? Oh, it's still in the door. Hold on. Continues to open up the door, just kind of swings it open and kind of leaves it a little bit. You can't see inside really well. It's real dark in there. But she just kind of props it open. She's just going through the motions of, like, opening up shop. As she's doing, she goes, well, for the gym battles here, usually it's on a walk-in basis, but if there's 3 of you, well, I guess since you're here early, you don't really need to make, like, a reservation or anything, since you're the first ones here, so you can just come in whenever. The deal's this. You usually come in, we take you through a little challenge. It is kind of like a haunted house. She kind of does like finger guns at V.
Yes.
And goes, the rules can be explained to you in full when you actually come in and decide to do the challenge. And then at the end, if you make it all the way through, you can challenge the gym leader. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All you gotta do is pay 50 Poké dollars each upon entry. You can try as many times as you want. However, you can't try twice in the same night, because, like, you're just tiring us out at that point. Or,
Okay, but we can come back, like, tomorrow if we fuck it up.
I mean, yeah. She kind of shrugs, goes, yeah, why not? Unless, like, somebody else makes an appointment.
Are you the gym leader?
She kind of puts her hands on her hips and goes, who's asking?
Me?
All right. You got me. I could be.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
Alright.
Milo. That
Hi, Milo.
is V.
Hi, V.
That's Kid.
Hi, Kit. Wait. Okay.
He's a kid named Kid.
Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
It's fine.
Well,
I
I'm
guess
Marcy. It's real nice to meet you. And she kind of holds out a hand.
Oh, nice to meet you. And he'll shake.
And then she'll shake everybody else's hand as long as they're...
Yeah.
Double holds his little claw up.
She crouches down, or if he's riding on your shoulder, she like, oh, that's adorable.
Did you teach him to shake yet?
It's a free move. It doesn't count against the other 4.
Non-combat trick. But I guess the first question that we would have is, do you think we are ready? Is that something that we can gauge before we make an attempt, or should we just sort of try it and find out?
I mean, my question is, do you think you're ready? I think that's way more important. I don't know what I don't know what you got in your arsenal. I don't know what you're all about. Kind of glances around at you. You could be super strong. I could wipe the floor with you.
Probably. Are there other people, like, in the haunted house that we have to fight along the way?
No, actually. Well, yes, but no, but yes. Look, the explanation's kind of like a whole thing. I feel I'm gonna make it way more complicated. No, it's not a video. Oh, wait, we should make it a video. Oh my gosh, that's a really good idea. Maybe
you should, like, have, like, this little... like a little like welcome room, and you gotta sit in there and get like kind of into the spooky mood, and then watch a video that's got like jump scares in it and stuff.
Oh wow.
Don't,
No,
don't worry, I got it. Hang on. And kids will pull out his busted phone.
She's like, that's a good idea. You're on the right track. She kind of looks at V and is like, yeah. No, I like the way you think. And then she kind of peeks her head into the door and she goes, Blair! And from somewhere deeper inside the mansion, you hear, what? And she's like, hey, we're gonna make a funny, spooky video. You still got that camera? And he's like, what? And she's like, spooky video. You got a camera? And he's like, what? And it just goes on for a while until she's like,
Tell him to come here.
Oh, he's busy setting up or something. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Well, so you guys doing it tonight, or are you gonna come back, or like, because if there's nobody here, we usually just kind
might as fucking well, right? It's empty. You said we can try again tomorrow if we die, like.
Well, if you die, you get to become my Pokemon. That's just the rules. Sorry, I don't make them. I mean, I totally do, but yeah, that's how it works. If you die in the mansion, you're mine.
You die in real life.
Sword? Because if you have a sword and I die, I want to go into the sword.
Well, no, we don't allow weapons in the mansion.
What about a wooden sword?
A wooden sword.
Okay, then you can't kill me. I don't make the rules, you do.
I do make the rule. Wait a minute. She kind of glances at Kid, kind of narrows her eyes, thinks about it for a moment, and goes, I see. You know what? We could probably be arranged. I'll buy a sword. I'll buy a super cool sword.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe 2. Maybe 1 and a shield. I don't know.
Now that's just silly.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Let Kid get a hold of an Aegis Slash. See if he doesn't
Right.
swing his sword and run around with his shield right now.
That would be fucking
Fucking know he
awesome.
would.
We might as well, like, if we don't do well, at least we get a haunted tour out of it.
That's true.
It's only $50 Poké. That's
Yeah,
a steal,
not too
right?
bad.
Is it 50
Can
every
afford to do
time?
that.
She's like, yeah, sorry, it is. I gotta pay the boys
I mean, I could've-
somehow. Otherwise, like, they get angry and are like, why aren't you paying us? And I'm like, oh, I'm poor, it doesn't
I mean,
really...
'cause we're broke.
I mean, I feel all of those, so.
Yeah.
I could afford to do this at least 10 times.
Yes. Now, is this do we have to do this one at a time, or can we go through it together and just do the gym battle separately?
Well, here's the thing. And she kind of glances at the clock again. She goes, if there's 3 of you, you may as well go through the challenge together. Like, I'm not gonna... Like, it'll just be faster. And we usually have a thing where... Okay, wait, hold on. No, I gotta start at the beginning. The spooky video is a great idea. I'm probably gonna have to go back
That's
to
what the
that.
video's for.
But for now, just pretend I'm a spooky video. So here's the deal. And she kind of like gets into position essentially
want us-
to start explaining.
Wait, hold on. Do you want us to like record it to start the spooky video
Oh yeah,
part?
he's been recording. When he took his phone out, he started streaming to Ruffler. As soon as she says that she's gonna get into position, Kid walks like right up in her face with the camera. Like, all right, go.
She's like, oh my god, I'm not ready. Come on.
We need to make a spooky video. What? Just us in the background.
But anyways, as she's kind of begins to explain, she goes, okay, so here's the deal. You go into the mansion. Now, usually if you go in alone, we only do a one-on-one challenge, which means that you're going to be haunted by only one thing. But since there's 3 of you, you all are going to be haunted by 3 things, because that makes it a little bit fair. Now, the mansion here has 3 total floors that you can explore. First floor, second floor, and basement is off limits. I'm just going to say that right now. I mean, not that, if you end up there, It's not like we disqualify you or anything. Somebody's just going to tell you to GTFO because, like, that's the staff room. So what you have to do is you have to make it from the first floor to the second floor and then to the third floor. Now, cheating, like climbing outside of the building, is not allowed because it's cheating, obviously. You have to make it to the third floor, which is the main battle arena, in order to be able to challenge me. Now, the thing is, the mansion here is a haunted house, as you may have already noticed.
Yes.
Not a lot of light sources. We do give you flashlights. However, here's the deal. The flashlights are not super bright, and you might think, why? Why would we not give you a better flashlight? Well, the reason is because you're going to be haunted. We're going to release 3 Pokemon for the 3 of you, and tell them to try to find you inside the mansion. Your goal is to be able to make it to the third floor without, essentially having all of your Pokemon knocked out. If you are discovered by one of the Pokemon that is roaming the mansion, if they see you, or, they're able to find you, then you get to battle one of my staff members? Friends? Let's say staff members.
Let's say staff.
From somewhere inside the mansion you hear, hey!
Oh.
Every time you meet one of the Pokemon that's haunting you, or they discover you, you get to have a battle. Now, that's not a problem. If you're super strong, that's not an issue. But, whittles down your resources, so it makes it a little bit more difficult. So I recommend maybe not doing that. Because you're not going to have a chance to go back outside and heal your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center before you actually get to engage with me. Any questions so far?
Do they just have to see us and then we have to battle, or do they have to catch us?
They have to see you. So you have to be very, very quiet. Now, they're just kind of roaming. It's not like they're going to phase through walls. They're playing by the same rules as you are. But if you make way too much noise, they're going to come and find you.
I have another question. Do I get a handicap?
She's got a bum leg.
She kind of narrows her eyes and looks down and goes, ooh. Ooh.
For now, it's fine.
Well, you don't have to be fast.
Okay.
I would say yes if you were doing it alone, but since you're doing it with your friends, I don't know, kind of makes it more thrilling, don't you think?
We got you, B.
As distractions, got it.
Don't say it
I mean,
like
I don't
that.
mind. No, I'm kidding. I don't mind fighting me either way. Like, I think that'll be fun. But, okay, also, one person can't get, like... If one person gets spotted, like, by all 3 of them, do they have to fight them all by themselves?
No, we'll figure something out. Usually what happens is, if somebody's spotted, whoever the Pokemon spots first, like, they're it, and then, they get to have the battle. If they're the one that's constantly being spotted, then, yeah, they're gonna have to battle a lot.
Okay. So, like, if one of us is not sneaky at all,
Yeah.
have to fit, like, 3 times? Do we have to do it more than the 3, or once we do the 3, then we're free and clear?
If you do the 3, you're usually free and clear. We're not gonna pester you beyond that.
Okay.
Also, I realized I forgot to ask, but how many badges do y'all have?
This is our first.
None.
Oh, okay. We're pretty
we're
used to that.
fresh.
Lots of trainers come here fresh off the pallet. Alright.
That was actually the reason we got here faster, as we lived in the city, so we kind of just got out before the ferry had a chance to unload.
Well, we missed the first ferry,
Yeah, well,
and then
We gotta
didn't
have
want to
it.
wait for the second one.
yeah.
That is...
Because ACAB.
I mean, good for you. I will say, though, that the ferry's supposed to... I think it's supposed to get in tomorrow morning, which means that there'll be more trainers, which means that if you fail tonight and come back tomorrow,
Right.
I don't know if we'll be able
Gotta
to
wait.
accommodate you, because, like, we kind of gotta, either first come, first serve, or reservation basis.
What if we
How
faint
do
all their
you-
Pokemon? Can we take their spot?
If you what?
Beat people up outside.
What
people
if
up
we
outside
faint
and
their
faint all their
Pokemon? Yeah.
You
Just-
go fight in
all
the parking
right.
lot.
No.
She just puts up her hands and she's like, I don't know, it's up to you. If you want to sabotage each other, who am I to deny you that?
Not us. We're all on the same team.
Yeah. Other people. I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Well, okay, so we just have to win tonight so that we don't have to wait tomorrow. That would be nice.
Alright.
How many tours do you do every night? Like, is it one group per day?
Well, it kind of just depends. Like, usually we have a couple of groups in the beginning of the night, and then it kind of tapers off, and then sometimes somebody will come in. So I think our max is usually like 3 groups, just because it takes a while to get through, and sometimes people are really slow, or sometimes people are like, ah, no, I give up. It's too scary. So,
Ah.
uh,
How
Yeah,
scary is it going to be?
I mean, how scared are you? She kind of grins. There's
Well, I
like a
wanna-
weird look in her eye where you can tell that she's just like, yeah. The more
I want it
scared
to be
you are.
super scary. I don't want no kitty haunted house.
I mean, have you ever been haunted by a ghastly? She kind of waggles her eyebrows.
Actually, yes.
Oh. Then you'll probably be
Technically.
fine.
Oh, come on. Turn it up a notch.
You can turn it up a notch and haunt your friends instead. I recommend it. It's great fun.
That would also be really funny, actually. Hold on. So do we start, like, we all start together and then we kind of just all go out separately and then we meet up at the top, right?
If you want to all stay together, that's also fine. It's just that
Yeah,
you might make more
If we're
noise.
Yeah.
not as much
we'll
fun that way.
Attract more attention, so I guess we could.
Let's split up. Yes!
If you want to split
Alright.
up, that's fine with me.
It seems to be that's what V wants to do. Are you good with that, kid?
I'm A-okay. Now, is it like on site? They see us, we see them. It's battle time, or do we need to like go somewhere if we get spotted? Is the place designed for a battle? Do we need to be careful not to break stuff? Because we really are awful broke.
Nah, I get it. I mean, the entire gym has been reinforced. It used to be a lot more fragile than it is now, but these days we've designed it to be pretty hardy. And because of the fact that you're gonna have to battle if you meet somebody in there, you don't have to worry about breaking stuff. However, oh, here's another thing. If you want, and she kind of reaches through the door and grabs something else, and she pulls out something that looks like a very miniature. It looks like a voice recorder, but
Interesting.
it only has like a single button, and she goes, this is a ghost sensor. We rent them out to you if you want to pay extra, like 50 extra, you know. DLC. Gotta make money somehow. But if
You
you
talk
want
to ghosts?
well, you can sense ghosts. So as soon as one of our haunts gets close to you, this thing will give off a soft, like, vibration. Not that they could hear, but that you could potentially feel, like, in your pocket, or if you have it in your hand, and you know that something is getting close to you or is trying to get close to you, so you can know when to move.
I mean, I've got the money. I could spring for one and all of our stuff. I finished my job, so I don't mind if we want to grab one. But I guess that would only really be useful if we were staying together.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
You just want to. I mean,
More fun
let's
that
be
way.
honest. You want to fight the ghosts. You want to see all
I
the
mean,
ghosts.
yes, I want to see the ghosts.
Okay. All right. I mean, hey, if all the ghosts are going after you, then they're not coming after me. So I mean, I'm ready. You guys ready?
Yes.
I'm
Marcy kind of
I'm
looks
ready to
around and
give it
goes,
a go.
so we're doing this tonight?
Sure.
Yes.
All
Right now.
right. Well,
You've sold us.
that is fantastic. In which case, I'm sorry, but you guys got here awfully early, and we're literally just setting up. So if you don't mind, can you just wait for like? And she kind of looks inside again, checks. It's like 30 more minutes. Just wait out here. I'll I'll have somebody come and grab you when we're ready for you.
Sure. No problem.
Excellent. And she slinks back into the door and begins to slowly shut it.
Lobby area with spooky ghost video.
All right, I'll think on it. I'll think on it. Bye.
Where would they put it? Because, like, if the whole
Just
mansion
like
is what they use right
a
now.
small room off. Well, like a small room off of like the lobby area. It's usually where they bring you. Like they bring you over there and you sit down and you watch the movie, telling you all the rules and shit.
Doesn't have us sign any waivers.
Some of them.
Do you not remember during the licensing exam we signed that really big one? Any of the Indigo League gyms, they don't need to have us sign anything.
It seems why
You've already signed your soul away.
Yeah.
Apparently.
We had to get our parents' signature. That was a whole deal.
Well,
yeah, I
30
forged
minutes to go. He's gonna run over here and look in the lava.
Lou, I'm so sorry, my boy, but you're probably going to be absolutely useless if it goes in there.
Lou
Yeah,
looks up at you
you.
with big, old, sad puppy eyes, like, why? Father, why?
Why, Father?
I know. If I had a way to get you to level 3 and I could teach you foresight again, then perhaps. But, alas, you do not know it at the moment. And so, I'm going to have to ask you to take a nap. And I'm going to pull up Piper, and we'll go in there with the bird first.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask you to take a nap.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa!
Big bird.
Whoa!
What happened to
Big
Piper?
Piper.
Why is she
Giant bird.
I'm gonna give Dwebble a chance when we get in there, but I'm realizing now that Zubat's probably gonna be the MVP in this fight.
Yeah, I think Chester's going to be my most useful because he's got grass and rock and a few different types, but at least Piper has Gust. Literally all of Lou's is just normal and fighting, all of which is 0 effective.
Yep.
Zubat's got
thought-
astonishing bite, and I feel like they're gonna come in really clutch on some ghosts. So hopefully it works out.
Like, I thought Covet was a dark type move. I thought I remembered it being dark type, but it's normal.
I think we've also had the same thought, but I think we checked it before, and yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, Ivory's in the same boat.
You don't know. Maybe it's just a haunted house and it's all just, normal types. Who knows?
Probably.
I mean, all this lava. Is there slugma? Are there any slugma around?
Roll me a perception check.
Kid absolutely knows not to try to grab it, but
I would say, honestly, for that much, you look down, and I think I've mentioned this before, but it's not as close as it appears. This is, like, way further down. It's more like a crevice, and approximately, like, 80 feet down from here, you can see the magma flowing through it. The heat it gives off is still immense, but it is nowhere near as close up and personal as it looks on this map. And in fact, when you squint, you see something moving through there, and you're like, I'm pretty sure that piece of magma has eyes, but it's very far away.
can I try to get its attention?
Sure. How do you try to get its attention?
Yell at the slug.
Yeah, he's got to cup his hands like, hey, slugma! He's just hoping it's a slugma, not something else, because he's not trying to offend, but...
How dare you? Hold on, I'm gonna roll a perception check. A perception check? What is perception? No answer. You think you're maybe too far away.
I think there's a slugma, guys.
Oh, yeah? Let me see.
I'm not lava proof, though, so I can't just jump down to it, unfortunately.
Please don't.
Yeah,
There's also, like, a fence to essentially prevent that very thing. Being like,
Looks like they saw
You could just throw a Pokeball into the lava, but 9 times out of 10, I think you're just going to be throwing a Pokeball into lava.
It's real far. It's really far down there.
Yeah, I got nothing to get its attention.
Any of you have rope?
I have rope.
Can I hold it? Don't freak out. This isn't like I'm
No.
gonna climb down. No, but
Okay.
Spit on it, kid.
And he'll
I've
kind
got-
of pull out.
got one last big ass berry. I want to tie it into the end of the rope and kind of lower it down to try to get its attention.
How long
I
is
love
the
it.
rope?
It's a 60-foot hempen rope.
It lights on fire.
It's
It's probably
thing.
closer
I'm
to like
gonna-
nylon
I'm gonna
rope,
try it.
but
Try to not dip it in the lava, obviously.
I mean, you don't even have to dip it in the lava. Even if it's close, it begins, nylon, okay. It does begin to
It just
smolder.
melts.
It's also way too far away. It begins to, melt at the tip because you've tied something to it as well. It's a little bit shorter, so you get it, maybe a little bit more than halfway down, and it begins to, smoke. Like dark
I
I think
plastic
your rope's on
smoke.
fire.
Does that get the Slugma's attention? Can it smell cooking berry?
Let me roll.
Also, let me remove this last peach berry from my inventory.
Do it.
As you throw it into lava.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, that'd be a cool one. Could just get it within 60 feet.
You're dangling this rope, and eventually the Pechaberry falls off because the rope, you're swinging it around, you can't quite see because it's in through the crevice and stuff. You hear it fall, and then you hear more sizzling, and the next time you look over, you think maybe the Slugma has, seen it, but it's moving in a different direction, and it's hard to tell whether or not it just decided to fuck off somewhere else. And around this
Oh, man.
time, the door to the mansion opens again, and a different guy, it's not Marcy this time, but a different guy kind of peers through. He's got kind of greenish hair, and he's wearing a little t-shirt with a skull on it. Very predictably. Hey, I'm a dark/ghost type trainer. Kind of peers through and goes, hey, what are you kids doing? Oh god, he's big.
Oh, we were trying to get Slugma's attention.
Yeah?
Told you should have spit on it.
You wanna
He could
go
hit
do the gym challenge?
Yes.
Sure.
Time for gym.
Cool.
If
He
you guys are
kinda,
ready. Oh, is that a half
slowly-
hour already?
He, you guys just goofing around near the magma.
Yeah, pretty much.
He is carrying with him a sign that says currently undergoing challenge. Or challenge and gym challenge in progress, and he kind of hangs it up on the front, and he goes, all right. Milo, yes, your rope is definitely
Yes.
damaged. The last, maybe 10 feet of it that was used to tie the berry is basically melted. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I need to get new rope eventually. But for right now, it's still rope.
Dwobble. Dwobble's just getting bigger and bigger every time I see him.
Yeah, dude, I love it. He's living his best life. He's preparing to be a Crustle.
Who bought the little ghost sensor things? Was it only you, Milo? Or did you buy one for everyone?
Did we buy them? I didn't actually.
We
I only
didn't
knocked
want
off
one.
150 for. Milo will buy one,
Okay. Knock on for another 50. He hands
and then
you
I
the
paid
little
for
ghost sensor.
everybody's.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And goes, alright. So here are your little flashlights if you need to get around. The lights in there are really low. I don't recommend shining them around everywhere because that might attract the attention of the Pokemon that are going to be haunting you. Please do not attempt to break out through the windows and scale the side of the building. We had one person do that once. Keep in mind, of course, that although some areas look damaged by design, some areas are genuinely meant to be, traps of a sort. You're not supposed to get hurt here, but if you try real hard, you could potentially still get hurt. So don't
We can
try.
figure it out.
I accept
Run in
that
the laser
challenge.
tag arena. Got it.
Right. Any last questions before I set you loose in here?
No, ghosts.
No, I
Let's
think
go.
we're good. I think.
All right. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
How did you... V, why did you disappear?
Did I
What?
disappear?
We're still on the other map.
No, I know. It's... Oh, okay. You went somewhere else, but your icon was for some reason, like, I saw your HP bar, but I didn't see your actual, like, sprite. And I was like, what the
Interesting.
fuck? Okay, I'm gonna try to place you
I
on
just
the other
got real
map,
close.
and I hope I've set this up correctly.
If not, we'll close our eyes. It looks right.
Okay.
It's very dark.
I don't
It is very dark.
have your Pokemon with you, so hold on, don't move yet. Because there's gonna be rules. There's gonna be rules.
Kid just hauls off right now. He's just going. See ya.
Are we rolling initiative?
We are rolling
explore.
initiative because
Hell yeah.
at the same time as you are moving, the ghosts that are seeking you are also moving.
Mm.
Ah, ha, ha.